Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by for another video. Today we're going to be flipping through a new product from Grabie. They reached out to me to see if I wanted to share this with my viewers, and I was intrigued because it is a big book of stickers, cutouts, all kinds of things crafty, and we're going to kind of get into it and I'm going to show it to you. But they're changing up their scrapbook club box to include a book instead of like the individual packets. You guys may remember me sharing the club box with you for several months back, a few months back. And each month it would come with like envelopes of things and like different packets of things. And so I think they're moving toward putting more of like a condensed book in each box. And so this is, I think, going to be part of the October box. So don't quote me on that. I think I'm understanding it correctly though. The book was available, so they wanted to go ahead and send it out to us to share with you guys. But then you could also purchase the book individually or the box. And so I'm going to have a few different links down below. One's going to be for the book. One's going to be for the subscription option for starting next month. And then one is going to be just their website, I think. I'll have the links down below for you guys to check out, and they'll be clearly labeled. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, I was intrigued by it, so I want to take a look at it with you guys, and we're going to see what we can do with some of the stuff in here when we get finished. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I'm going to go fast, you guys, because this is a big book, and I want this video to get so long. But this first page tells you about the book and kind of how it was inspired, and who the artist is. Let's see, I saw her name, Megan Melly. Here we've got a little bit of a description down here. I did already read this, just so I could have an idea of what we were sharing on what I was sharing with you guys. But basically, it's kind of broken up into sections. One section is Artistic Nighttime Wonders. So it's going to be like cards and postcards featuring Megan's stunning illustrations for your creative projects. You're going to get Whimsical Ghostly Delight. So celebrate Halloween with ghost-themed stickers to help you craft fun, spooky scenes. And then Creative Halloween Kickoff. Use pre-cut designs for bunting and decorations to unleash your creativity this Halloween. So let's go ahead and just kind of take a look through the book. And we're going to maybe play around with it when we get done. So then this is an array of stunning cards and postcards showcasing her artwork. So you're going to see all these printouts. They're like almost like scrapbook paper. It's going to have like two-sided, so you can use this paper in different ways. It all is perforated, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, it's perforated. I'm pretty sure every page is going to be perforated, so you can tear them out. And then here we've got like a double page that comes out. And then this side looks like that. And so again, it's going to be more paper. Love the back of that. Oh yeah, I like the backs of those for sure. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see that full page. Lots and lots of papers to use for different projects. These are all paper still. So we're still flipping through pretty quick. Oh, cute little kitty cat. That's cute. Here we've got a page here that comes out. It's kind of like a little spooky scene. The back looks like that. And then, oops, trying to get it back in there straight. All right, so this is paper. I know there's some cutouts, so I want to tell you what the stuff is, but so far everything has just been paper. These are some perforated cards. Each one's an individual card. They're kind of thicker than the paper, a little bit more like cardstock. And then here we're back to some paper. These are like little 3 strips, again thicker. That's really neat. The black is really, really bold, so you could color in with the colors. That's really fun. Here we've got some coloring pages, again really thick and kind of a textured paper. And then we got some more of those pages. So this is Whimsical Ghostly Delight. So this is going to be like the ghost theme stickers. And then I believe some like houses you can like make some scenes and stuff with. These are paper, just pieces like kind of like scrapbook paper, as I mentioned before. These are stickers. Yeah, those are stickers. So you're going to get a couple of sheets of those. More stickers like that. These are also stickers. You're kind of seeing a section of all the stickers. A cute little kitty cat, cute little jack-o'-lantern. Oh, it's like a little postage stamp with the little photo corners there. These are more stickers. Okay, so here we've got Ghost, and these are clear stickers. Everything else has been on paper, but that's a clear sticker, kind of like with that little ghost design there. And let's see, the backgrounds are like little scenes. You could like put the little ghost on there. There's some more ghosts. This is really neat. Again, a scene, and then this is like a haunted house that comes out that makes like a full-on house, you guys. So you can use all these stickers to decorate that with. And then here's some little tiny stickers to kind of go. These are clear stickers, but color. So they're, well, I'm not going to try to get it out, but they're all little individual stickers. These are like little furniture pieces you could use to decorate the haunted house with. And more ghosts that are a little smaller. Again, some tables. Again, the backs of these you could use, like if you use up the sticker sheet. The back of this is really pretty. That could be used for something. Again, more stickers. We've got some cute little banners. And then more paper. Looks like these are scenes. As a, like that little house flipped out, this flips out. So you could decorate these to make some scenes. And then I'm gonna get those back in there. So here, there's more scenes here. All of these flip out. Lots of scenes. That's really cute. A little cemetery there. These are really, really neat. I like the line art, kind of like the, they're like a brown, a dark brown and white instead of, they're not black. So those are really, really cool. These are black. Again, scenes on the back you could stick the stickers on. Some quote stickers, all kinds of fun Halloween quotes in the black. And then here are some quotes in white. So I'm going to take one off so you can see it. And then you can kind of see what it would look like on that page. So that says Halloween party, and it's white, and it would stand out on that color. So there's a whole sheet of quotes here. I can't really read them. One says Happy Halloween, trick or treat. I don't think I'm going to be able to give you guys an angle that you can see, but you can kind of tell maybe. But anyway, we'll keep moving. And then here we've got all kinds of strip, washi strips. So these are our stickers too, like that. And then again on the back, really pretty design. So like once you used up those washi strips, you could use that back for something. So these are all like washi strips. And then here we've got the Creative Halloween Kickoff. So this is a variety of pre-cut designs for bunting and Halloween decorations. So you can cut, assemble, and let your creativity flow as you prepare for an unforgettable Halloween party. So let's see what we have in here. So again, a nice, pretty paper there. So here we've got bows. You can cut these out. You can punch holes in them and make a banner. And they're two-sided, so if you cut this out, then the other side is going to have that on there. And again, you've got all the cute little bows. With that Halloween design, you can make some fun banners with that. Cupcakes, we've got, they're perforated, so, and they're two-sided, so you can take and string these together to make some decorations. That's really cute. Again, they're all perforated on the cupcakes. Oh, they've got like lines in them. Wonder why. What would you do with that? Huh. That's interesting. I don't know what you would do with that. Let me know down below if you have an idea. There's little lines perforated in, or not perforated, but cut. The outside's perforated and the inside has like little, like you could put like a sucker in there or something. I don't know. Really cute. All right, so these are all cutouts too, like little die cuts. So like if you pull those out, you could use those in like a scrapbook layout. You could use them for decorations at a party. You could use them for cards, all kinds of things. So those are all cute little cutouts. And then here we've got some little cutouts that are, I guess, maybe like little bookmarks. Or you could put them on something. So like this is a cutout, or excuse me, perforated, and then this is cut. So like you can pop that out and use it like a little bookmark or something. And then the backs are solid. Little bats and just all different artwork. All right, and then this is a cutout as well. So that's not cut out, but these are cut out. So you could use those. You could tear that to use that on something. And then here we've got a little skeleton, and again, he comes out. He's perforated. And the back of it is black. And so all the different ones, they're all cut out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and flip through these. And then there's some pumpkins. Okay, so here is a cute little banner. If you cut these out and you kind of put the little punched holes in them, let's see, it would say Happy Halloween. So you can cut that out, and then let's see. Oh, Trick or Treat, T-R-I-C-K, or treat. So there's another little banner. The back has a cute little pattern on it. So if you cut these out, the backs are going to be colorful too. And then what does that say? Trick or Treat, Party Night. Party night. Oh yeah, party night. Here's some little diamonds. Again, if you wanted to cut those out, you could. The backs would have a pattern. You can use those to make something. So lots of fun different things to use. These frames are really pretty. They're not perforated. You could cut those out. Use them in, you know, scrapbooking or card making. All right, so we've got some more artwork here that could be cut out. You could cut these out and put them in the frames. Is what it looks like. So like if you cut that out right there, looks like it would fit in that frame. That's fun. So these I think would fit in some of the oval ones. Okay, that's really cute. And we're almost to the end. And that is the end. So lots of oval frames to fit some of those oval designs. All right, and so the back of the book, you've got a folder here with a pocket. And in here, we've got bigger pieces of paper. So we got two-sided paper. And this is, let's see. I'm going to see how big it is for you guys. So this is about almost 14 inches by almost 14 by 18. About a quarter of an inch shy on either side of being 14 by 18. So you could use these for lots of things. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and show you each of these. So the front of this one's got those purple ghosts. That's really fun. And then the back is some fun little ghosts there. And then we've got some little skulls and candles on this one. And then on the back, we've got some pretty purple flowers. I can't really talk. All right. And then here we've got some little tombstones with some ghosts and bats. Those are cute. And then here we've got the little cauldron with a jack-o'-lantern and some more bats. That's really cute. I think that might be my favorite one. I like that. All right, you guys. So now we need to kind of play around with this stuff. So let's see. So I really like the idea of having, you know, kind of like easy to make decorations inside of this book because of, you know, just what it is. Like I'm a crafty person. So, you know, if I'm going to do a party, I like to make stuff for it. So there's so much in here that you can do. I really, really liked the cupcakes. The bows were so cute. So you can use those in so many different ways. The scenes were really fun. I love this haunted house. That's really, really cool. I think it'd be fun to decorate that too with all these stickers. So, I don't know. Let's see. The other thing I thought we can do is make a spread in my planner using some of this stuff. That would be fun too. Let me take just a second and figure it out, and we'll come back and do something fun. Okay, you guys, I think I've decided to do a currently page in my planner. I love these pages because it just really gives you a lot of room for creativity to do a layout. I typically like to do what is considered a currently page from the Happy Planner, meaning that the pages used to say, you know, like reading, planning, thinking about, like there's all different prompts they used to do. And so now it's just pretty blank. It's kind of like a take note page and priorities, but we still refer to it as a currently page, or at least I do. So I think I want to take this page and use some of these items in here to make a currently spread. And so I really liked the couple of things that stood out to me were these frames. And so I think I want to go ahead and grab a couple of things that I like. So as I mentioned before, the pages are perforated, but I don't really have to tear them out. Let's see. First I need to pick out the artwork that I like, and then I'll find a frame that matches it. So let's go with, oh, the little kitty cat is cute. I love the cats, you guys. All right, that one's cute. And then kind of leaning more towards like the little jack-o'-lantern themes, like these right here. And that one's got a cat in it. What about this? Let's just go ahead and take this page out. It's going to make it a lot easier to cut this stuff out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that. And then that one's really cute, but we've already got those pulled out. So, but I did want a round one too, which I could use the inside of that. That one was cute. Let's, actually I'm going to use that because I already got these little jack-o'-lanterns. So I don't need those. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this stuff out. I could use my cutter. And that way I don't have to worry about it being super straight. I can cut it like this. So I think I'll start with this side since I've got an open, whoop, I know I can't do that. I need to start with this top here. Otherwise it'd be too big. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I'm just going to cut them apart first of all. Okay, so now I can cut these off. Whoops, get that straight. And then now I can cut this one. I'm just cutting them apart. I don't know which one I want to use yet. I think I want to use this one, but I want to cut the oval out. These, let's just cut. I'm just going to keep cutting them apart, you guys. And then this one off. I'll trim more of that white off when we decide which ones we're going to use. I don't think I'm going to use that one. That one I'm not going to use. All right, so these are really cute. The other thing I saw that stuck out to me was, the book is so big, I have to find it. Oh, this one. I liked this little sticker here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. And then, so that's the same artwork as this one, so I don't need both of those. What about, because we also could pull some paper in, but I don't know. Okay, let's start with this. So I feel like these are going to be on a frame, and then I'm going to have this one on a frame too. So I think I want to bring this in right down here, like that. This, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Right now I'm cutting into that little green area. I may cut it down a little further just to have the purple. I just don't know how big the frames are yet, so I need to kind of make sure I don't cut it too small. Let's go back to the frames and find one that hopefully will work. Actually, there was a bunch of round ones in the back. So actually that's not going to work. But what if we do cut the outside of it? Let's see. I'm just going to cut one off of there for a minute. And if I take and cut the inside out of it, like that, kind of cut like in a little pie. And what that will do is it'll just give me some little sections to cut off. I could use my craft knife to do this, but it's just as easy to do scissors for something like this, I think. All right, so now I can go around inside the circle and cut this out. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to use this as a frame on top of my sticker. Hopefully this will not cut off too much of that sticker. And I'm not really stressing it being perfect because I don't want this video to get too long, first of all. But second of all, it's not about perfection, right? It's about just kind of having fun and creating and just making fun things. I see I have some white still left on that side, so I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and trim that a little bit more if I can. Yeah, it's just taking just a second to get going. There we go. And then I have a tiny bit here. Let me try to get that off too. It doesn't like cutting like that. Okay, so now this, oops, oh, that's cute too though. Look at that. This one here. Actually, I like that the way it is. What if we did that? That's really cute. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and cut around this more, just a little bit. Like again, it's white, so it's not really gonna stand out too much on the paper. So I'm not gonna try to cut it exactly on the edge of the frame. Okay, so then we can take and put this here, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and glue this, because then I can just trim around the outside of it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the back. I just use an art glue. It's barely art precision art glue. I put it in this little bottle. What I like about it is it gives me a little bit of time, not very much, but a little bit of time to kind of move. You know, if I put this down and have to move it, I have like a few seconds to move it if I need to. But I don't, but then it's pretty tacky, so it sticks pretty good, like quickly. So here, we're gonna go ahead and put that down. And now we can trim around that and not have it poking out. I'm cutting into that white just a little bit more. I probably should have waited to trim around it until after I did that, but it's okay. I'm just cutting into the white just a smidge more, just so I don't have any of that color showing behind. All right, so now we've got a frame. How cute is that? All right, so we can use those. And then this one, let me see, I need a frame for it. Ooh, that black frame's kind of cool. I think I do like the black frame that I saw. That one right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this page out, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and just cut it with my scissors, because now I realize I have to trim around it. So I'm gonna cut the inside of it out. Or what if we, I kind of like the idea of the frame being on top though, just the way it looks. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. I take my scissors and just cut a hole in the middle, and then I try not to let it bend on the edges, of course, to tear up my design. But then I can take and cut out to the edges. And again, I'm being very careful not to cut into the, you know, the frame, just the white part. All right, so now we can kind of cut around the edges of the frame. All right, so now we can, it's not exactly a perfect fit, but I think it's going to be fine. So we're going to go with that. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue around the very edge of my frame, because I know my picture is not quite big enough. Well, it's big enough, but it's not much bigger than the frame. So I'm going to try to get that close to the edge. And now I can take and line this up. Try to get it as straight as I can. that, and then I can shift it just a smidge if I need to. How cute. Okay. So now I can let that dry just for a second because it's barely on the edge because that picture was just barely big enough. All right, we're going to clean up this mess and I'm going to come right back. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and trim the edge of this. Again, not super close, just so that there's not so much extra white space on there. All right. So now what I want to do is I've pulled a couple of sticker books that are from Jojo Plans. I have an affiliate link below for Jojo Plans, and a discount code Amanda10 will save you 10%. Oh, did I tell you that Grabie I have a discount code for Grabie too? It's Grabie15. Grabie15 will save you 15% over at Grabie. And then also on the subscriptions, if you sign up for a certain amount of months, depending on how much you sign up for, you get discounts based on how long you sign up for. So keep that in mind. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and pull some currently stickers from this sticker book. And from this one, I've got black boxes, which will give me a place to write. So let me go ahead and find a title. I think I want to use this dark font here, this one here, because it'll stand out among those pictures. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. And the reason why I'm grabbing this first is because I really need to find a place for it before I put much else down. We could put it here and just kind of cover up. The other thing we could do is grab some of that washi tape stickers and fill in with that. This is from the sticker book. Just have to find one that would go with our little pictures here. And we've got quotes. Goodness, y'all. Okay, let's do the washi strips first. Let's see. I think I like the bats. This right here. So what I want to do is, I don't think I want this over the bats. I don't know, that would be cute. Let's do this. And then the other thing we could do is cut out a section for this. I could have done it in sections, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my craft knife to cut. Let's see, that's about the same size. Whoops. My cat's going to get poked if she's not careful. What are you doing, buddy? Come on, move along. Okay, all right, you guys. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Come on. He's so silly. Okay, let's keep going. So we've got that. I'm going to cut kind of like a little zigzag on each end. Do the same thing over here. Here he comes back. He wants my attention. Oh no, he's just going to lay down on the book. That's fine. Nope, he was stretching. Okay, buddy, I can't see. Are you serious? Okay, I'm just going to peel this off of here. And I didn't really think about it. The words are showing, so I can use a little white out. Let me move him first. Buddy, come on. Look right here. Right there. You're not really going to see it, though, because this is so bold. I'll use a little white out here. That one I can see. I guess we'll go ahead and do that one, too. Okay. So now we can take this fill it in right there. Oh, that's cute. Okay, let's trim the little edges. I could go ahead and put another strip kind of at the bottom, and that would maybe kind of tie it together a little bit. We don't have to we can cover it up probably for the most part, but it'll be cute to have it peeking through. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another one, and these I'm gonna have go in the other direction. So, and I'll have to figure something out on this since I already stuck that down. So let me see if that'll peel up okay. Oh yeah, it's doing all right. That. Then we put that back down, and then I can trim this. There is a gnat flying around. What's that getting me? There we go. Okay, so the other thing I need to do, I pulled that a little tight, you guys. Sometimes if you pull your washi tape or stickers or strips too tight, it'll kind of curl up your page a little bit. So I'm gonna like loosen that up and then lay it back down. There we go. Maybe that'll help. Okay, so now we've got a few different things here we got going on. The other thing I need to do is pull some boxes out from the boxes sticker book. I had the black boxes and more pulled out too. Because what this is going to do is give us a place to write our currently prompts, like for each one. So let me add a couple of boxes and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so kind of just getting an idea. I think I want this here to cover up those because I don't really need those, but we could kind of make that kind of go there. Then a box maybe with it here. It's not very straight. I didn't mean to stick that down right there, but that's okay. We can add in some smaller ones kind of to layer with it like that. So that could go there. And then here we could put in, let's do another square. We can layer with some of these because, you know, you're going to be able to, you're not going to be able to fit enough boxes if I'm not going to layer them. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here, and I'm going to use my tape runner on this to put it down. And, whoops, I didn't mean to throw it. But then kind of like that. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit because I don't want to take up too much of that box up there. So I'm going to layer it with that. And then here I'm going to go ahead and stick this down since we know that's where this is going to go. And I'm going to raise the corner of this sticker up to kind of layer it with this frame like that. Oh, that's not good. I didn't mean to, I meant to bring it up a little higher. It's going to come up okay. We're going to move it up because I want these numbers covered up. So let me move that out of the way. And then this, I can bring it up kind of like that. And I don't want to cut too much of the frame off, so I'm trying to bring it in just a little bit more than I had it. Okay, so that's actually good. Here, I could trim a little bit more of that white off so that it doesn't come into my box so much. I'm going to do that now. And I'm just kind of going around the frame as best I can, kind of like that. There we go, that's better. And now we can trim this off of the page. I'm just going to use my big scissors for this. And then, that's cute. Down here, so I think I want to do another cluster of boxes here. Maybe we can put this one here. But before I put that down, I'm going to get my boxes because I want that to probably be on top, I think. We're going to get another lined box. And then, let's see, we can layer those maybe. Actually, no, let's bring this one down here. And then maybe one of these, like that. And then, I'm going to bring this one up. I don't need it so far down. I think this will work. Kind of like that. Okay. So now we can put this down kind of like that. And I am going to make it a tiny bit. I don't want it straight up and down because this one's straight up and down. I'm going to turn it in and put it with this a little bit more. Like that. That's cute. All right. Really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and put my prompts in, which is going to come from this sticker book. And I like to do the same font, so let me find the page for those. There they are. I'm going to use the clear one since we used the clear of that one. And then you just pick out different ones that you want to, you know, write about. And so, you know, if you're doing something special that month, if you have a trip or something like that. But here's one that says crafting. I'm going to put it here. I am actually making birthday gifts. I like to sew, and so I'm making some bags for some friends. Let's put teaching. I teach at my church in Awana. So we started a new year, and so it's been really good so far. Me and my friend moved up in age, so we're teaching a little bit older kids, so it's very different. So, but I'm really enjoying it. I love it so much. A reading. I've been reading a book from, oh, I can't think of her name, but it's called Lady Tan's Circle of Women. And it is really good, you guys. I'm almost finished with it. Matter of fact, the book club is tonight. A group of friends started that, so I joined in on that. And then what else? We got a couple more. Let's do thinking. I'll just think on that one. And then we'll put that here. Then, what about here? Planning. We are planning some trips. I've got several things coming up this month, and it is, there's a lot going on, so that'll be a good one. All right, so that is our prompt. That's our prompts for currently. So let's do one other flip through of the book, just a quick kind of scan through to see if there's anything else we want to bring in. There was a lot of those small stickers. I feel like we could pull some of those in. They were in here in the scenes, and so we could maybe bring in like our little kitty cat with the skull. Let's see, how do these, are they not perforated? Oh, let's just tear the page out. Oh, that's okay. I'm just gonna rip it from the spine because it didn't tear. That's okay. How are these? They're not individually cut, you guys. So I'm gonna cut them out, just the ones I want. And so I'm just gonna kind of cut into the page like this. I didn't know that, but that's okay. So we can kind of cut around the ones we want. And it should come off pretty easy. Oh yeah, it comes off super easy. So I'm gonna put our little kitty cat on here. We have this cat here, so I'm gonna put him, we'll put him right here. That's so cute. What else? We need a little ghost. That gnat is still bugging me. I don't know if I mentioned it before or what, if it's in the video, but he's been flying around for the last 15 minutes. Right. Yeah, they peel off easy enough. All right, so this is actually pretty white. He's going to show up though because he's going to be kind of like a cream color on that white background. So he's cute. Yeah, he's cute. We could do little pumpkins are cute. Let's grab a couple of those. I'm just going to cut through the ones I don't want to down to the one I do want. So I'm going to do this one. And cut that off a little bit better. go. We'll put him up here. That's really cute, you guys. You know what? I think we're going to be done. We have put a lot on this page, and I really think it turned out fun. I think it's really cute. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you decide to shop through Grabie, as I mentioned before, I do have a code, Grabie15, will save you 15% over there, and the links below. Please pay attention because I'll have different ones. One will be for the book individually, one will be for the subscription options, and the website, of course, but you can get to their website through those links. And then again, use my code Amanda15 to save 15% over at Grabie. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while we went through this book, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.